When did along the way you actually realize that, oh, his fight actually is my fight? Could you share that with us? Thank you.
So Miles' fight started back in Tiananmen Square back in 1989. And he had to have an immense amount of patience to... He had to have an immense amount of patience and play their game, right? He had to rise up through the ranks and use the system against them in order to, finally have enough of a position of power. He studied it to have enough of a position of power where he could have that effect. He could basically step out. And when he did in 2017 on VOA, right, Voice of America, he was shut down. But he knew he was going to be shut down. He didn't even know if it was the right time. He was just depending, I think, on what God was yearning him to do, which is you have to be willing to take chances. You have to be willing to make sacrifices. So here we are, years later, he's made all of these sacrifices selflessly for others. And he's going through all this persecution. So for me, he's like my spirit animal, right? So, and I didn't know much about Miles before you came onto the show. And I was embarrassed by that. I was embarrassed by the fact that, we have been so divided in this country and divided around the world that we don't stop to realize that what they do to Miles, they do to us. What they do to Miles, they do to me. What they do to Miles, they do to you. Yeah. At some point, though, as I started reading, you can see that he transformed and took the pain and anguish that he felt. He drove it to a place where he could give purpose to people's lives. And I believe that God has put all of us here for a reason today, and that we were chosen for a time such as this. And if we really just examine that for a moment, you get to the place where you recognize that it is about restoration. It is about giving people the ability to understand that together we can accomplish a lot of things, and he is just that catalyst that was willing to stand in the front and take the first bullet. And that just shows an immense amount of courage.
Absolutely. Amen too. Amen. Yeah. That is why you see we have so many Chinese behind him, and we're willing to give up everything because we're no fear. Because Miles once told us, human beings have three major fears. One is the death, fear of death, and the other one is aging, and the other one is illness. But we know where we're going to end up. Our soul is internal. We know, so we have no fear, and we just stand behind this man and fight until the Communist Chinese Party is gone and until he's free.